Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Rock Cloud. In the previous video I discussed how this video will be about entity attachments. Okay, let's begin. Now, in my earlier videos I talked about how I had entities trapped in my leg. But this time, this was probably about a year ago. Um, I was under a lot of heavy spiritual attacks and didn't know at the time that I had entities attached to my midsection. Uh, I was going under so many attacks, psychic attacks, that I actually thought that I was going to die. That's how bad it was. Um, I even called in for help from my spiritual friends. I contacted Albert Wyman through email. Um, she gave me the number of one of her closest friend uh, that handle psychic attacks, especially of that magnitude. Um, Whenever you under psychic attacks, a lot of times it can come in as you're feeling real sick, your energy is being drained, um, uh, and it also feels like you're just about to die. Now, I surround myself with a multitude of different crystals to bring in high vibrations, to ward off evil spirits, even psychic attacks. But whatever that was going on, there had to be multitude of people, um, demonic beings, and a lot of things at play in that particular time. I even ended up in the hospital behind these attacks. That's how strong they were. So I will go through a series of these attacks on and off for months. It was like they was really trying to eliminate and get rid of me. But I stayed strong. I had faith, and I also had angels that came in beside me. Um, when I was in the hospital, I was in there for a couple of days, and the woman that I had contact, that Albert Wyman, um, urged me to call. I called her while I was in the hospital and told her exactly what was going on. And she too is a remote viewer. She's a healer, a shaman, and she knew exactly what it was. And we talked about it. And I couldn't stay on the phone with her too long because doctors were coming in to do tests, and but as soon as I got off the phone with her, I can tell that she went to work. She really went to work. I felt a lot of good presence around me, and I knew that she was the real deal. So I started feeling better. Um, it was like they were trying to uh, stop my heart from beating. That's how bad it was. And for someone that is highly fit and take care of myself, these things were not supposed to happen. Um, so when you're under attack, 9 times out of 10, people um, that are awake, you know exactly what's going on, and a lot of times you would try a lot of things to alleviate or ward off these attacks, but when you just can't do it yourself and you need special guidance, I would suggest that you guys like really do research on people that specialize in that type of field because it happens all the time. And there have been many times where um, death did occur from these attacks. They can remote attack you, they can remote kill you. Um, so, but the best way to keep your body from being attacked is to eat healthy, because what you put in your body also can bring down that high vibrational field that the body needs. So if you're eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, and this will raise your body's frequency. If you always in a good mood, loving mood, that will also help your spiritual body. So you're gonna need both to be at work. Mind, body, and spirit needs to be in line with each other, because even if you're doing all the right things as far as making sure that your spirit and your mood is good, but you could be eating junk food, bringing down your temple body, that can weaken your field, and these entities can attach. They can remote view, attack you. They can attach things to your body if it's weak. So days go by, they can't figure out what's going on with me. My heart is in really good condition. They had me on. They had me do several stress tests. They looked at a lot of the EKGs, X-rays. They did a lot of things. They did the whole workup and couldn't find anything wrong. So, and that's another indication that you're under spiritual attack when you go to the hospital, or you've been seen by your doctor, and they absolutely can't find anything, but there is something wrong. These are spiritual attacks. And like I said, they happen quite frequently, and people are, they're not aware of them. So always be mindful that you are under spiritual attacks. So months go by, and I change up my whole diet. I change up my whole diet, and my body begins to heal. I start blending up fruits and vegetables, making these type of juice smoothies, um, and I noticed that everything, mind, body, and spirit, begin to work in sync with each other, and these attacks that I was having were going away. So I go to sleep one night, and I spiritually go inside my midsection, and I'm seeing spirits that had gathered there around my midsection where I was having all these problems. Um, and so I started talking to these spirits, these entities, and I noticed one of them were um, a female, and she was an extraterrestrial. Maybe died uh, somehow in battle. I don't know, but I speak with her, and she's not negative at all. She saw my energy and thought it was a safe place for her to uh, seek shelter. I guess she didn't know how to get out or find her way back home. So, and she had extremely long hair and it was all white. Her skin was all white. She had big eyes and it was blue. She had blue eyes. And, but she no longer had a body. Um, I didn't ask what happened. There was several entities there. Also saw another female there, and for whatever reason, I think she may have committed suicide. She looked almost like those Nemo girls, emos, Nemos. I don't know the term that they call themselves, but they always wear black outfits and black lipstick and all that stuff. So she was there, and I think she may have committed suicide. And um, because I was under all of these attacks, I was in pain. 9 times out of 10, they can see you once they get to the other side, and they see pain, they see happiness, and they are drawn to whatever it is. So she was drawn to the pain that I was having, so she gathered there. And there was a guy also there, um, and I think he had been shot. And I don't even think that this guy even knew he was dead. From what I gathered, I went around talking to as many people as I can. I think there was like 7 people in there, and there was a few people that I didn't get to talk to. Um, so, and what they did, they just gathered in my midsection where I had all this pain. Um, so I said, okay, um, it's time for me to get these people home. So I opened up a white portal, and in this portal, I took them to Source. Now, a lot of people know about this highway where souls are walking in this white light. Now, this white light is extremely bright, but it does not hurt their eyes to see. So I open up this portal and I'm looking at this highway, and it's like, man, I couldn't even tell you how many souls were just walking down this walkway in this white light. It could have been tens of thousands of souls just continually uh, walking towards this light. So I told them, I showed them this was the way home. And as I'm looking at all these souls, there were so many you couldn't even really count. And not all of these souls were human souls. A lot of these souls were humanoid in general, but they were not human. A lot of them were human. Uh, so there was just so many souls just walking towards what we call source. They were going back to the source light. So I don't know why, but as you listen to a lot of these um, regressions that Albert Wyman has, and you will notice that there are a lot of souls that attach themselves to people, and a lot of times they could be family members. You can have your grandparents that will attach themselves to you. You would have your mom or your dad that will often attach themselves to you, and they can cause, even though they could be your loved ones, they can cause a lot of problems within the body. And a lot of times they don't know it because they're in your vehicle and they can use your emotions at any given time, whether you're sad, happy, whatever. They can use certain emotions and cause a lot of problems. And they too, even though they could be your parents or your grandparents, they can cause problems. So you're going to have situations where you may need help. And the best advice that I can give you, if you're doing all the right things to keep your body um, healthy, you're doing all the right things to keep your mind healthy, and things still don't seem right, then yes, most definitely seek out someone that can actually help you, someone that specializes in these particular things, because they do occur. And sometimes you may not be under psychic attack. It could be just, you have these attachments that are in your energetic field, in your body. And depending on how they went, they can start mimicking within your body ailments of the same magnitude. So just know that these things occur as well. And that was just one of the videos that I wanted to talk about, because as I start making more videos, you'll find out that uh, there will be always entities that will come and go, and a lot of times you can um, remove them yourself. Um, but like I said, if it just don't seem something just don't seem right, and you go into the doctor and they can't figure out what's going on with you, then you know start changing up your diet so that you can strengthen your body, your temple. Uh, it will keep entities from being able to infiltrate. Also, um, you know, stay in the high vibrational frequency of love and light. Don't let anybody bring your energy down. That too can cause entities to attach to you. So that was just one video again that I wanted to bring up. So once again, love, honor, and respect. And have a good night.